would we? No, we need this. Yeah.
But only if I'll do the ref, which is that one. But if you got your levels all right.
Yeah. Oh, I just like to hear. Oh, that's okay. Sit down. Yeah, I can hear the ref.
Can you hear the ref now? Oh, thanks, mate. Jump on the headphones.
1, 2. In case, can I spin it around?
Yeah.
So I can. I'll try and operate. So the ref. Can I write a ref on that?
Yeah.
And then
Have it on level, so
1, 2. So which ones? 1, 2, 2. 1, 2. That's the right one. 1, 2.
Test.
1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2. I can hear whatever's coming through that. I can hear the referee. 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. Yep, you got that one? Yep.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm on.
You can't play without a number.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Can't even play with the number. Thank you.
And Lucas is on.
Hello, hello.
I was going to speed. Good luck, mate. Any speed. Yeah, okay. But yeah, any speed. You'll get feedback. You'll get it. We all good, guys? Yeah, are you? Yeah.
Well, hello everybody and welcome along to round 2 of the Business Basel Cup. We're here today at St John Oval here in Charlestown. It is the home side back for the first time in 2018, about to host the Macquarie Scorpions. Of course, last week the Butcher Boys went down to Western Suburbs Rosellas by 20 points to 6, while the Macquarie Scorpions went on to defeat Lakes United Seagulls by a margin of 28 points to 12. Great here today, a big win for Central over Macquarie in the 19s. Also open grade, Central too good for Macquarie as well, and we'll get the score very shortly in reserve grade. In the commentary box, I'm joined by Lucas Villa, who knows this ground end to end. How are you going, Lucas, and what do you expect today as the home side comes out onto St John Oval?
Yeah, thanks for having me again here on Bar TV. Obviously, it's going to be a pretty physical game with two sides looking to fight out the premiership this year, and defending premiers, and Central with a pretty classy side on paper, so this will be an interesting game.
It will indeed. Well, let's go through the Butcher Boys as they'll take to the field today. Fullback is Callan Richardson. On the wings is Cameron Anderson and also
just meet in the middle, guys, just to shake hands.
4 is Steve Gordon and Simon Williams. The 6 is Terence CUCU along with Brad Murray. And the back rowers of Davies, Murphy, Madden, Williams, Gray, and the captain is Ethan Cook. The interchange bench for the Butcher Boys will be Ale, Metcalf and Sean Metcalf in 16. And Matty Baker will go into 17. And, of course, their coach by Craig Miller in his second year here at Central. Lucas, how's he enjoying his time here?
Yeah, from all reports, he's had a good pre-season. Obviously not a great result last week going down to West, so I'm sure that their training this week would have been pretty full on, and they'll be pretty fired up for today.
Well, the Scorpions, they look this way. Kyle Ether will be at fullback. On the wings is Matt Hay and Matt Simon. The 3 and 4 is Cantor and Smith. What an outstanding game Kyle Smith had on debut last week. Picked up 2 tries as well against Lakes. Scotty Briggs will go to half 5'8". Sumner in 7. And the back rows of Grew, Noble, Allen, Randall Briggs, Brad Russell and Todd Hurrell. Interchange of Campbell, Daniel Abraham, David Dryden and Isaac Briggs. And we're underway, round 2 of the Business Plaza Cup. And away we go. And the first hit up of the match. And it's always good to come out here on a Sunday afternoon to St John Oval, isn't it, Lucas? A big crowd in here today for the first match at home as well.
Yeah, considering the weather, it's good to see that people come out. Good first couple of hit-ups there from Central. Look to get to a kick here early and build a platform for the rest of the game.
So Callan Richardson.
Prodigal son returned this year, Callan. Junior here at Central.
Good to have him back. There's a few that have come across from Western Suburbs in the off-season to join Central. As Matt Simon now picked up a try last week. He's very quick, and they'll need to be up quickly today to shut him down.
Yeah, he's very elusive there on the right wing for Macquarie.
So now they continue to come the short side. Plenty of rain here in Newcastle in the last 12 hours, but considering the elements from above, the ground, it's in pretty ideal condition.
Yeah, it's a lovely service here as Macquarie get the first penalty for inside the 10. You see every competition in New South Wales and the NRL are cracking down on the little things in the game, which is pleasing to see, but it doesn't ruin the game today.
The game now under control of the New South Wales Rugby League. We've got a fair few new resources as well that comes into our competition now. So here they come now, first attacking chance as they turn it back from Hurrell. They're in the centre of the field. Hurrell, of course, in his first year at the Scorpions as Briggs takes it to the line. This is Kyle Ether. Very quick, dynamic, 2 tries last week on debut in first grade. Here's Hurrell. A little bit of misty rain falling from above. As Noble again. They pick up a penalty here, Lucas. Tell us what that was for.
Yeah, well, it looked like he was holding on when he was trying to play the ball. I don't think he's all the way to his feet, so I think that's probably a 50-50 gone Macquarie's way. But they've got a good advantage here. Early minutes of the game.
So Adam Grew. It's been all Macquarie. Are they able to turn all this possession into points in the early stages of this match? Matt Hay answers it. Yes, they can. First try to Macquarie. Only 7 minutes gone. They lead 4-0.
Yeah, just a classic run around there from Hurrell back to Sumner, and found the Central players sliding on the line, which is a big no-no when you're defence on the try line. So pretty easy try there. The coaching side of Central won't be very happy with that.
Well, they were building, weren't they, on the back of all that possession.
Yeah, 2 penalties, piggybacks down in good field position, and they took advantage of it. Pretty silky try.
So the Scorpions searching for their second win in consecutive weeks since the start of the competition. Don't know if we're having a look at replays today. Everything's changed. Can you see your replay?
No.
No.
I don't think I want to see
TV
it.
Sports. No, definitely. If you're a Macquarie fan, you'd probably love to see it, but it's only early days. Early days yet in this match.
We've got light, misty rain falling again now, so that's going to make sure ball handling's pretty crucial here in the next few minutes to lay the platform for the rest of the game, and pretty important now for Macquarie to build off that try and get a kick to this set.
Where do you think the game will be today, mate?
I think it'll be one in the middle third. Macquarie have got the skillful middle third, so I'm already seen Todd Hurrell get his hands on the ball there and with a few offloads. So if they can contain that with line speed Central and vice versa, maintaining Central not going forward for Murray to work off the back of is going to be important for them.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon football always brings out a decent crowd to St John Oval. I'd say a crowd, what do you reckon, about 1,000 or more?
Yeah, probably that.
Good to see everybody coming along for the ride. This is the Newcastle Rugby League. Can you believe it's 5 years since the live stream started? Doesn't seem that long ago, does it?
Been a while now. It's very good. It's a good initiative. Especially, I know the coaching staffs for all teams, they get every game Monday afternoon into their inbox and their email, which helps every club and their coaching staff be a lot better and help the lower grades as well. You know, it's a very good initiative. Inside 40 kick here.
Charge down, they've got it back. Allen, he's got support on the right-hand side. Briggs will kick. Matt Simon was flying through. It was intended to go to him, but the tackle counts restarted, and Grew takes it to the 20-metre line. Well, you need a bit of luck, and that's certainly what Macquarie's got here.
Yeah, a bit of a pinball sort of effect there with the ball, and another kick as well. So Central will need to really steal up here in defence.
That's the middle of the field. As Allen again to Briggs. That's just gone straight through him. You just spoke about there the wet conditions. Maybe that was a contributing factor.
Yeah. Thought we get shown there. 10 metres from the ball's dropped, but play on there, and good run there by Jared Knott coming out of his own half.
Made the likes of Terrence CU, he's playing 5/8 today. What will he bring to that position instead of hooker?
Oh, look, I think he's a better 9. But they lost Nate Taylor in the middle of the session on Tuesday, so Terrence has got a lot of experience in NRL and in this comp, so I'm sure he'll do a good job today.
So Mason is out today. In replace him is Steve Gordon. Murphy will go to 9, and Tommy Madden will drop into 10. You mentioned there the Central Butcher boys, a few injuries throughout the week at training.
Yeah, Gordon has a cork as well. He was starting prop. And Jake Mason played reserve grade just before, so he just made way for Steve Gordon coming back from injury.
As far as the Butcher boys go this year, as far as depth goes, everybody you think's pretty happy with that?
Yeah, well, they've got a really strong side on paper. They've brought some experience to the club, but they've still got those younger blokes there from last year that were really good when they had all those injuries. So the reserve grade side got beat today, but Macquarie are a good reserve grade side, but third grade, and I think depth's what they lacked, but it was forward. Yeah. Penalty.
I understand too in lower grades, Joshy Nielsen picked up a hat-trick today, so good on him. But the Butcher boys in first grade, they look fitter than last year. There's a few boppers out there.
Yeah,
they look eager, don't they?
They want to be fit all this possession that Macquarie's had.
Certainly getting a workout here. You speak about the pendulum, and Macquarie have certainly had at least 90% inside Butcher boys' half in the opening.
And moving the ball around, as you can see, Hurrell back to first receiver again.
And Briggs is going to go himself, yeah.
Williams, strong tackle, went and got him.
Of course, playing in the 18 jersey. The 6 doesn't fit in Briggs as Sumner comes away this time to Adam Grew. He's always there, always willing to put his hand up. Doesn't matter what time of the match it is, as Sumner turns it back now to Simon Allen. Man of the match last week, Simon Allen. Sumner was pivotal. There he is again, the orchestrator. There goes the kick off the left boot. This will go to the in-goal area. They're going to be in all sorts of pressure here. Lucas to get back into the field of play. They can't. Goal line, drop out.
Great kick there from Briggs, just building pressure. Get a repeat set. Central again have to defend their own lines. I'd say to be nearly 8 sets to 2 here at the moment, so they want to keep defending strong here, and body language is a key behind the sticks.
So it's only gone 10 metres, and Scott Briggs pounces on the ball as Brad Russell does his best. Another penalty coming off the whistle there of Matheson in his second game. debuted with the whistle last week up at the Graveyard. They're bloody new referees this year. I've noticed as well that John Taylor running the sidelines today after more than 338 first-grade games with the whistle. Here's a chance out wide. It's juggled, it's regained. They bash and barge to the line.
Good defence there, but good footy as well. They a lot of ball movement here from Macquarie, which is very sharp and was well defended.
So back to Hurrell. Reminds me a bit like Blake Gallen in the olden days.
Yeah,
Hurrell
lost his hair, so he does look a little bit like him out there.
as Briggs. Is that Murray?
It looked like Murray.
Tackles him.
Might knock him out of shot.
There goes the kick into the in-goal area. There's going to be more pressure for the Butcher boys. They're going to be held up in goal. Another goal line dropout.
Yeah, like we say, it's just good footy here from Macquarie. Patience. They thought they might have scored on that play up on the left edge, but come back and just build pressure. Another set of footy, and Central with another defensive set on their own line. If they can get through this next set and get a good kick, I think they'll get a lot of confidence out of that. Macquarie's got all the footy.
So what can Murray do?
It's a little bit better.
Got an extra 30 metres from his previous goal line dropout. And Adam Grew again. Brings back the valuable metres. Hurrell. Originally from the South Newcastle Lions. Won a grand final with them a couple of years ago. As Ether turns it away. Is that Hay? Looks like him. He's dropped down there from Gray. Short side move again off the boot of Subner. And luckily there, the ball's gone back the other way.
So Macquarie should have a lot of energy here in defence. Really get up and jam Central here into the corner. That's what Bettridge will be looking for. Good run there by Davies.
What do you think the coach, Craig Miller, will be expecting now?
There we go.
This will help.
That'll definitely help. That's probably a good result considering the amount of footy they had. So I think you want to just complete this next set. That's pretty important. And try and swing the momentum down this end of the field for Central.
So Brad Murray.
I noticed we've got two referees here. We've got a pocket ref today.
Yeah, we do. We do. New initiative. So under the administration now of the New South Wales Rugby League.
That's a catch killer.
That was Hurrell's impact.
Good tackle. And look at the energy of the body language of Macquarie. They're all fired up after all that footy and that tackle then. It was Baker. Baker's just come on and it was his first touch. So you want to make up for that one.
Of course, later tonight we've got the senior Rebels and the emerging Rebels rep sides.
Oh.
They'll be selected.
It was only a minute of misty rain, but there's 3 quick errors. Now the body was just to fight that back. So
It's always a heated rivalry between both of these sides. I guess coming from across the lakes.
yeah, and a lot of these boys have played a lot of footy through the junior rep systems together. So they're all pretty good mates, and it's a heated respect out there. So be pretty physical there at some points.
So Brad Murray puts it in. Now coming onto it is Steve Gordon. Giving it back there now to Murphy. On it comes now to Matt Baker.
He held that one. There's
Did
not
well.
pocket refs. We've got 2. I don't know if they're in goal. In goal, are they? Yeah. They can go up to the 40. So we've got 2 in goal touchies, and they can go up to the 40-metre mark. So
2 metres out from the goal line. Well, on the back of enormous pressure in defence.
we'll look for a repeat set here, Brad.
As Murray now puts it into towards the in-goal area. but Briggs put the leg out and went back down and stopped it.
Yeah, you know, this Central will need some enthusiasm in their defence here. There's no line speed there. That's a really good run there by Cole Smith. He hasn't played a lot of first grade, but looks a strong kid.
Yeah, you're right. So we've got like in-goal touchies, one might call them. Also got the managing director of the referees here today from the New South Wales Rugby League as well, Shane Hay. There goes the kick now, downtown from Sumner. Richardson's going across. Can he go down and collect it? No. Cameron Anderson says, I'll do my best and come away with it. 10 metres out from his own goal line.
Simon Williams, first touch of the footy today and first run.
And look at him go. Straight through the middle of the field. Away from Ether. Williams, has he got the pace? He's still going. He's trying to slap Ether off like mosquitoes. And he's dropped down now 20 metres out. What a run by Williams.
He's a country centre. That's what he needs. And they've got a 10 in the bin there. Professional foul.
So off the back of that tremendous run, a penalty and a sin binning.
So there's the momentum swing there. Simon Williams with just one quick touch, his feet and strength, and got through, and professional foul off the back of that. So we'll look Central will look to take advantage of this.
So the in-goal touch judges are just for the match of the round on Bar TV Sports. This is the match of the round for round 2 as Baker within 10 metres of the line. Here's another opportunity. Numbers to the left. CU goes to the line. CU knows the line, and CU gets across the line for the first try for Central. They're back in the match.
Yeah, I think Macquarie just had too much respect there for Terrence. He's gone to the line with two hands of the footy and numbers around him and forgot that he had the ball, and he's just barged over with his strength and experience. And good bounce back there with the favour of a man in the bin. Makes it 4-all and a good game of footy.
Well, they've only had probably 10% in the opposition's half, and they've been able to crack. So, good sign for Central.
Yeah, and every coach will want a completed set here off this kick-off. It'll be pretty important. And you think Bradley want to kick this quick with a man in the bin.
Let's see what he...
But it's Brad Murray.
He's just taking his
own
time.
race.
He's the man in the know.
The Messiah.
Messiah Murray.
That's what he calls himself, the Messiah, the ninth immortal.
He slimmed down in the
off-season
as well.
For Bradley, he's had a good one.
He must be off the Colonel burgers.
Yeah, no, he's they lost the sponsorship there.
There's the kick from right in front. He drills it home. So he doesn't muck around at all, does he? So Bradley Murray on fire. But his combination with Terrence CU, absolutely outstanding. That's going to be one of the best combinations if it stays that way for any team in the Newcastle Rugby League.
I think Terrence back at 9 in this competition is the most competition back at the last few years of every team that's won the comp.
So you'd put him back at hooker?
Yeah, it's when we get Nathan Taylor comes back from his injury. Every hooker in this comp is very important. It's such a tough comp, and the middle thirds where it's won.
So bring it back now through Davis. So 6-4. After 20 minutes of the match, Central have done well to turn this one around after being under all sorts of pressure. So Richardson, former Rosella, back here today. Last tackle, Murray kicks it off the left boot. Diffused at the back from the Scorpions, and this is where they've got the football, just outside their own 20-metre line, as Hay comes in off the wing and takes them out to the 40-metre line. Here's a penalty.
Yeah, he earned that penalty there, Dantor. Found his front and Central just held on a bit too long. It's been consistent in that area today so far, so.
So our touch judge on this side of the field is John Taylor. Refereed his last match up at the Maitland Sports Ground last week. More than 338 games as a referee in top grade, John Taylor. Lewis out there today. This is his second in the competition. So the Scorpions, there's a tiny knock on there from Adam Grew. Right in the middle of the park.
Very even contest. You see that both sides have really turned up today. A couple of little errors creeping in, but not from a lack of confidence. Both moving the ball around a lot. So,
and especially under these conditions too. I mean, it's easy to say we'll just go through the middle, but they're not afraid to spin it right and left.
Two very skillful teams. So, we'll, the next 10 minutes will be pretty important here. They've both got points on the board now and even share of possession.
So Brad Murray, former Rosella Seagull, now Butcher Boy, in his second year here at the club from Lakes.
Good run, Matty Baker made up for that error.
Yeah, 12-metre run
play
there.
The ball. John Murphy, back enough.
Takes him down to the 30. Williams.
Feet, Mitch.
Still going. Back to Murphy. He'll go to the line and cut down only a metre short.
Here on the corner. No.
So to Cook, cuts out him. Siu puts it onto the boot. They're flying through. But I'll tell you what, Andrew Sutton done exceptionally well to go high and come down with it.
Yeah, but look at the body language, Macquarie. That's taken a bit out of them, that set. 7 tackles will help them here, but their body language, they don't look too interested in getting on with the game. So Central are really chirpy and letting them know.
So Adam Grew has gone off the field. It looks like Daniel Abraham is coming back on. Well, he's out for the first time today in jersey 15. Of course, Daniel Abraham retired last year, but he thought, no.
On Farnham of the real NRL.
Yeah.
Just keeps coming back.
There's no retirement date for them. As Grew again to the 40. There he is, Abraham. Cuts out one to Harold. Sumner turns it away. This is Randall Briggs. We've got we've got 3 Briggs brothers playing today.
That was their 3rd tackle on a 7-tackle set.
This will.
Kick, so not sure if they're aware.
So that's Anderson down the sideline, coming back on the infield, and he's still going before he's been flung down there from Subner.
I love watching Kevin Anderson play when he comes up against a real big bopper, looks at him and I want to belt this kid, and he just wiggles his way out. He's a bit of a Jason Nightingale of the real NRL. He just finds his way out.
Davis, tough as teak, down to the 40. One of many big boppers going around for the Butcher boys. So this is Williams. As Murray comes to Baker. Takes Scott Briggs for a ride. So we're on the last. Dribbled. Now kick off the boot of Murray. And nice work out there from the Scorpions to come away with it just on their own line. I think it was Gray out there, wasn't it? There's Briggs. Sun peeking out for the first time today. Not a cold afternoon in Newcastle by any stretch of the imagination. Probably hovering around 17, 18 degrees as Abraham been in the Newcastle Rugby League for the last 10 years. Of course, played up there with the Macquarie Bulldogs before joining the coaching staff and the playing squad at the Scorpions under Bettridge and Stephen Kidd. So Gordon again, straight into Simon. 15 minutes left in the first half of football.
Just simple sets here from both teams. I think they're both trying to get their win back. Just a little bit of intensity's come out of the game, so both sides will be looking for a bit of spark from someone.
So Murphy hasn't put a foot wrong.
There it is.
Yeah.
Good ball from Cook.
Last tackle now. Sean Metcalf finds Murray. Up it goes. Oh,
Good
Ether.
Good take.
Brilliant take. With the penalty off the back of that.
Tack in the air, I think it might have been high. Yep. 15 minutes to go here at St John, 6-4. Both teams getting a little breather here. This is where benches become really important. They've just both made changes. I mentioned that just a little bit of intensity went out of the game, so you're looking for a spark, and Metcalf's come on for Central and nearly went through there, and Abraham's come on with a couple of nice touches, so important period for both sides.
As we see the touch finder 40 metres out from their own line. You know this is Newcastle Rugby League when you've got Craig Miller, front row seat down here on the 30-metre line, birds you, and then you've got Adam Bettridge standing up on the hill. How good's that?
Yeah, it's great. They both stay away from the referees as much as possible so they don't get in trouble. Both pretty passionate.
So this is the halfway line as it comes back to Briggs. They cut out Hurrell. Now to Russell. Abraham will hear a penalty going.
Ball too quick there. That's one of the crackdowns in the game. You've got to earn the right to stand up, not just put the ball down and try and play it. Good penalty there.
So we've seen a fair few penalties in the first 40 minutes here today. As Murray bangs it in towards the touchline.
Consistent for both sides though. The early period, Macquarie got all their even share of the penalties, but starting to get a few here for Central as Metcalf takes it forward, play two.
Murray again comes short this time now to Davis. 4 metres out. Right in front of the post. Do you go for two here, leading into the break?
No, I wouldn't. I'd keep going.
And Davis does exactly that. As Don Murphy again sends it to Murray, kicks it, they chase, and they nearly score through Sean Metcalf. They had the right idea there.
Good play, good execution, just good defensive read there from Macquarie.
It's all happening here at St John's Oval. On and off the field. Don't you love Sunday Rugby League on Bar TV Sports?
Outstanding. As Metcalf takes it forward off the dropout. 35 out.
Got somebody playing
Williams.
with the back of my head. Who's this? Oh, look who it is. It's one of the producers. Did you miss the bus today? This bloke won't miss the bus, will he? See you. He's on the bus every day of the week. He's always on time. He's like the express bus. Backer comes now to Cook. He straightens the play. There's the ball out the back door. Davis offloads it to Murray. There's a chance out wide. Not. Within 2 metres. As Gordon finds Murray, they'll kick, they'll chase. The ball's in the end goal area. Oh, could be anyone's ball. But we're back out to the 20.
Saying knock on off Terrence. I don't think he got anywhere near the ball. no replays here today, so he made a good lunge at it. It's Macquarie's ball, 20 tap. Briggs brings it forward.
Right. Nice piece of commentary there, Lucas, as we're trying to fix the audio up. Keep it up. Your good work, mate. There's good
It's a
stuff.
strong tackle there from Central. Gang tackle on Briggs. Tried the Mercy offload and it's come out wrong. Central's ball, they continue to build pressure inside Macquarie's half.
So, Lucas, this year, mate, you're not tied up with the Butcher
No, I'm
boys?
too busy
With your all?
with Chris Lees, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
how's that all going?
yeah, having a good run.
Yep.
Couple of winners yesterday, so good period for the team, and
Yep.
off to Brisbane now for the carnival. So plenty of chances for more good wins up there.
Mate, the track looks amazing at Broadmeadow now, doesn't it?
They've done a really good job with it. We had about 8 mils on Saturday morning, and they raced a good 4 yesterday. They had that anywhere other track in New South Wales, it'd be a bog. So they've done a great job there at the NJC.
Just like this field here, it looks in good nick.
This is the first time they've been on it. The boys haven't been allowed on the field all pre-season. And the same penalty from before, both sides. No foot on the ball. That's always been a pet hate of mine. You know, watching Aaron Woods and Fafita tunnel ball. So that's a crackdown that I really think's a great thing.
What's your take on trying to implement, the rules consistently from first grade down into this type of football? Do you think it works?
Definitely first grade, because this is the pinnacle. This is nearly the next tier down from Premier League. So I think it should be that way. It's very hard to police it in any other grade of the country. So there's certain areas you can't do it, but this is definitely one, especially with the coverage that Bar TV provides, where you can actually, the referees can go back and look at how they performed as well as the footballers.
So Briggs to the 40. Subner. Ether. Good shot there. You could hear that from the stands. Last tackle.
Might have hurt himself, Terrence. Body on the line.
Yeah, he's come
the
off
high ball
second
goes
best
up,
there.
floater for Callan.
Allen never take his eyes off the football,
Great
and that's
take.
how you do it. Of course, Callan Richardson, he's achieved pretty much everything that the game of regional football can produce. He's played representative honours. He's been everywhere, hasn't he, Callan,
Yeah,
over the years?
He's a superstar of Newcastle. I knew if he had one crack at the NRL, he would have stayed there for a long period. So it's just good to have him back here at Central as a Central junior, and he wants to bring them a comp. So brought his mates with him.
It's been a long while since the Butcher boys have won a cop, but there's a nice feeling here in 2018.
Let's play 5 there with Don Murphy going from acting half and throwing a haymaker back to Briggs. That's a momentum swing now. Macquarie with the ball inside Central's 40. Haven't been down here for a while.
There's 5 minutes left. So Kyle Smith away now to Subner. Now to Isaac Briggs. So
Penalty.
6 minutes remaining with another penalty from right in front.
You're nearly looking at a 10 there. Few infringements in a row.
Holding
They
down.
might go for the 2 here to level it up 6-all into half time. Give their middle third a bit of a break. And they do that.
Yeah, straight in front of the posts. Everybody loves to gather around that southern end of the field, and why wouldn't they, Lucas? The hot dogs, the pies, you can smell them
Beer.
from the beer.
The beer.
That's what it is.
Central do a good beer. Ice cold cans, $5. Bring an even 50. You know what you're going to get.
And put it on a good thing at Broadmeadow on Saturday. Mate, what do you like in the week ahead? Anything we should be keeping an eye out?
Not one of ours, but the Tamworth Cup's just about to run.
Yeah.
Local horse Royal Tutors in the market there.
the Tamworth Cup. Gee, I went there years ago. What a great day out. Tamworth Cup, that's up there with Golden Slipper Day. But seriously, it's just great for regional people to come out and doodah themselves up and back a few winners on the day.
In 9 minutes, Tamworth Cup. Don't turn off Bar TV, turn on the radio. Number 3, Royal Tudor.
You like number 3, do you?
Yeah, it'll pay for the cans in the second half.
Got unders. I think that's with one on its back. Here's the kick. There's 2 for them. So we're locked up at 6-all. Yeah, it's about to jump about 4:15, the Tamworth Cup.
It'll be half time, so you'll be able to go put that money on.
Just mentioned got unders. You won't be getting unders, that's for sure. It's an outside favourite at 40-1.
40-1.
If we were going for a trifecta in the Tamworth Cup, who are we going to go for,
Well, the
Lucas?
Sun Craze, number 9, he was the favourite in the country championships. Number 10 after all that from Scone. It's a nice horse, and Plucky Girl from down from Queensland. It's a good chance.
What about Mapmaker? What's your take on that one?
Tim Martin, up
Yeah.
from Sydney. He's a local boy up that way from Walker, so he'd be up there trying to win the cup. Drew on a soft gate with no weight. We'll go back to the footy.
There's a bit of prize money though coming
Yeah,
into
150.
yeah
150,000, which is we had a horse to a benchmark 77 and couldn't get in the race. That's how strong it was. So looking for a kick here on this set, Macquarie. Some positive footy going into half time. Be interesting to see what both coaches have to say at half time, where both had their patches of good footy, and then that should be a penalty. Knock on.
knock
Didn't
on.
have the right to stand up, and I think he nearly fell over when he played the ball.
With 3 minutes left on the clock. Just had a thought cross my mind going back to the Tamworth Cup. They've timed this match perfectly for the jump.
They have.
They'll be in the sheds, no doubt, glued to the Sky Channel app, watching that race in 2 minutes. Got a big audience also up there in Tamworth. Of course, what amazing facility, Scully Park the other day, hosting the Tigers and the Newcastle Knights. They had to put the...
There's people on the roofs. And
yeah, did you see that?
yeah, it was great to see.
Perfect place to watch their NRL. And this is a perfect place to watch Sunday afternoon rugby league here on Bar TV Sports. As Dom Murphy is within 4 metres of crossing the goal line. Back then out to Murray. Puts it onto the toe. Oh, nice work there by Matt Hay.
A couple of tackles up his sleeve. I'm sure he could have built a little more pressure. Great tackle.
We're up here today with all the referees in the box, Lucas. As we look around, they all always like to say hello to the viewers on Bar TV Sports. Here's another penalty. The referee's enjoying his time with the whistle today, isn't he, boys?
They've run out of paper
Definitely
to mark all the
definitely
penalties down.
Yeah. Likes those penalties, you know.
Few rule changes in 2018 too, I hear.
Definitely cracking down on the platables, so and just all the niggly bits. Just watching the ruck a lot, so.
Well, they're certainly cracking down on the play the ball, Lucas. There's been a penalty after penalty here in the Business Plaza Cup. As Abraham. You always know what you're going to get from Daniel Abraham. Of course, he's a personal trainer out there at Warners Bay as Sumner.
Forward.
Comes short to Briggs. That was flat.
Very flat. There was an NFL player out there.
Sumner again.
Another one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Ether, though, couldn't hold on to it. Inside the
Both
final
sides are
90
just
seconds.
Still trying to throw the ball around, and a little bit of disrespect for the footies come in with a few errors.
So will this be the last
It's a penalty.
set? Another one. Right in front on the halfway line, using the knees on that occasion.
Yeah, that's a nothing penalty. You shouldn't. That's ill discipline. That's definitely a penalty. That's just.
What a catch by Adam over there on the hill. That's why he's the coach.
Yeah, you'll say you can't catch a break with the penalties at the moment.
Might get a start next week with that perfect catch. Good old Adam Bettridge. the king of social media for Macquarie. As Central here
Simon's
coming
second
forward.
touch.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen a lot of footy with Brad coming down this left side of the central half.
So we've got 55 seconds left in the first 40 minutes. Is that Dan Metcalf? Looks like him. It was. There's the ball out the back door. Richardson's got to go back and pick it up. Big palm out the back. Metcalf. 4 out. What can they do leading into the break? Siu kicks it. They chase! The chase might lead to a chance, and the chance looks like it's going to turn into a try.
A little bit of luck there, a bit of ricochet from the kick, but they were building pressure nicely. And that's a good end of the half for Central with points on the board.
Now Craig Miller heads back to the sheds. He's been to the hairdressers this week too, Craig. Has he got a favourite barber in town, Lucas?
Oh, he gets a cut up there at Scone at the Abattoirs.
Does he?
Yeah.
With
JBS, he runs the Abattoirs up there, so I think
he uses the same clippers.
yeah, saves money anywhere.
He's looking sharp. Very sharp, just like his side leading into the break. The siren's gone in the background.
I'll head down to the sheds and get the intel from there, and good luck in the Tamworth Cup. I'll see you in the second half.
They're about to jump at Tamworth. Red light flashing. There's the kick. He's banged it home. So there you go. So that's half time here at Central. It's 12-6, I think you'll find. 12-6. Correct. That's very good. The viewers at home can see the scoreboard, but we can't see the scoreboard at the ground because of the goalpost. But we're formally informed that it is 12 points to 6 here on Sunday Rugby League. So we'll take a break. They're about to jump in the Tamworth Cup, and we'll be back for the second 40 minutes here, live right here on the home of Big Time Rugby League, Bar TV Sports. And we're back. Isn't it great? Football's back. Where would we be in the winter months without rugby league? And the referees here in the commentary box with me. So we're back. Lucas is on his way back from the sheds. He's been in the central camp. What did Craig have to say, Lucas?
You know, he's pretty positive. Just wanted to build on that enthusiasm they showed at periods there and take advantage of the penalties when they get them, really play some fast, flat footy off the back of that. So, positive thoughts, and we'll see if they respond here early.
So it's the last tackle now. Look for the kick. There it goes. Down the field. And Central. Let's see what they can dish up in their first set of 6 of the second half. Mate, how'd the Tamworth Cup go?
No luck, we were caught wide early, but 2 of the top 4 we got the Quinella anyway. If you box them all. Plucky Girl won the race down from Queensland.
Plucky Girl.
Yeah.
Down from Queensland. Who trains that one?
Toby Edmonds.
Right, okay.
Gold Coast.
So Murray. This is Sean Metcalf. This is Terrence. He's always looking for the football, Terrence. There he is there. As Lucas mentioned, he'll probably go back to hooker in the weeks ahead. But he's had a sound first 40 minutes in the 6 jersey.
Simon Williams down the short side. Ooh, it's a bit high.
It'll bring a penalty from Lewis. He's just tuned to the coverage. It's his second match with the whistle. Made his debut last week up at the Graveyard.
It's an early chance here for Central. And see if Murray can toss something up here for the boys.
So Don Murphy comes to the left to Terrence. Back to Metcalf. There's Dane and Sean coming off the interchange bench. Here's a penalty right in front.
Strip.
Hand in there. Strip from right in front of the posts. So we've only had 3 minutes in the second half. There's Metcalf again. Within 2 metres.
It's nearly another penalty.
So Murray goes short now to the captain and Cook.
Come back to the post.
So Murphy. What can he dish up? Push back into the field of play. As Terrence CU dangerous. He's still got his legs until now. So he'll play it back, 10 out. As Williams, hard to stop from there, on his back. Where's Terrence? He's calling for the football to come to him. Spins it out wide to Murray. Richardson stepping, losing it. And Macquarie
Play on. Ooh, it's a tough one.
should come back up with it now. 10 metres out from their own line, Luca.
Yeah, a bit messy end of the set of 6 there. You would like to go to a kick, but they didn't dish up a 7 tackle set, so look to defend and keep them down in their own period of the field.
So the Scorpions coming out of the Keelan Pavilion end of the field.
Discipline's pretty key here for Central. Macquarie would love a penalty to get out of their own half.
As Matt Hayes off the wing. So Sunday Rugby League with Daniel Abraham carting it forward. Inspirational run there from the stalwart. Just
Good
like
run,
this man,
Hurrell.
Got a good offload in him. Always loves taking to the line, Hurrell. If there is always a chance, he's always there trying to get that ball out the back door.
Good set there from Macquarie. They've gone 80 metres, kick to the corner. And very solid contact there on Richardson.
From Nathan Cantor.
They tried to belt him, couldn't get him.
But Richardson just takes it all in his stride, doesn't he? They run into Randall Briggs along with Hurrell. So they're out to the 40. This is the last tackle now.
Side.
He'll need a good kick. Torpedo punt downfield. As Simon to the 30-metre line. Matty Hay.
Main ale onto the field for Central. His first footy today.
Matty Hay giving it away now to Ether. Second game today for the Scorps, playing top grade football.
Get off the back of this one man tackle.
Back to Sumner.
Bit of a Melbourne Storm type play there. Didn't come off that time.
Read nicely by the home side. Sumner kicking off the left boot. Richardson going away.
Another good kick.
And he's back out to the 10. And Cantor coming off over the top.
You just feel the momentum swing there for Central's enthusiasm. A little bit lackluster. And Macquarie with two good sets with kicks at the end of them.
So you're watching this on Bar TV Sports. Let us know where you're watching this around Australia.
Nice run from Williams. Good leg speed. Good gain of 12 metres. Last tackle.
Got some halftime scores in other games in and around the Newcastle Rugby League. We've got Lakes United leading West by 12 points to 0. South Newcastle and Maitland locked up at 0-0. And back here, Central leading by 12 points to 6. Live and interactive today. Got Jade Porter watching the coverage, along with Michael Alchin as the Macquarie Scorpions.
Freak's killing up there at Curry, isn't he?
He's going all right, isn't he?
Sending me photos that he is.
And the coach, of course, of the Cougars as well out at Cardiff. He's everywhere. He's the everywhere man.
Freak's never gone.
Freak's always come back. And he is the comeback man. Jade Porter. Mark Irvine looking on as well with Brad Dwyer, Joanne Hayward, Doug Brooks and Kimmy Hayward. Sumner kicking.
Another
Richardson.
Good kick and well read by Richardson.
Class act.
It's the third set in a row. They've got Central down in this corner and they've really got the advantage.
His positional play is just exceptional, isn't it? Yeah. He reads the play well.
He does. He's been around a long time and not traditionally a fullback either. He's centre wing, so he's would only played a handful of games at fullback.
Steve Gordon.
Macquarie want the discipline here again. That they've played good 5 minutes here of footy.
Adam Bettridge watching the kick inside the 40. Ether going away to collect it. Did well. He's got good field territory in front of him too. He wants to put the foot down. Great run by the fullback.
Great presence to be there on the ball and then accelerate once he caught it. It's a really good run. Definitely got the enthusiasm over the top of Central at the moment.
This is Brad Russell. Comes to Subner. On it comes to Hurrell. And the captain and the coach wrestled into the ground there from Shane Gray. Abraham out the back door to Briggs. Down to the 20. 12-6. Subner. Hurrell. Losing it out the back door. It's play on. Hey, can he get there? Of course he can. Matt Hay brings the travelling Scorpions to their feet. And we've got a game of rugby league.
Yeah, it's a strong line there by Hurrell and demanded the offload and slammed it down to the ground backwards, and they took advantage of it. And good try and a kick to come to level it all up.
Matt Hay. And all that came off the back of the tremendous run by Ether to get them outside their own half.
Yeah, 30-metre carry back from the fullback helps. He's been really good today. I haven't seen a lot of him, and good leg speed.
Well, he had a tremendous debut last week. He picked up 2 tries at fullback. And he's been solid again here today. Long way to go in this match. 28 minutes remaining. And the kicking duties on this occasion will fall with Scott Briggs, as they always do when Macquarie are attempting
that try was
conversions.
Coming for a long period there. They were in control of that game for 10 minutes.
Yeah, building up to it, weren't they? So the Butcher boys here, looking across to Scott Briggs. Taking his time. Pretty still afternoon here at Charlestown. He's trying to bring it back around. It's off the crossbar. So close yet so far.
Yeah, he got mocked from the crowd here. They called it over, and it's come off the upright.
What are you saying, Lee? There's a few mockingbirds positioned around this ground.
The early crow.
The early crows. They try and
in racing,
put everybody off.
It gets run down.
Yes, they're positioned strategically around the ground. Mate, from a player's point of view, what does it mean to come to Charlestown? I mean, a lot of the time there's always that intimidating sort of atmosphere here too. It's all you're so close to the action.
Yeah, it's a good playing surface, that's for one. It's probably the best in the comp. Well, now I haven't seen. Good ball by Sumner. Finds Briggs, puts it on the toe.
Chasing.
Around him. Don
Can
Murphy
Abraham
recovers.
take the tackle? He
Great
can.
effort by him. He had options left and right there, Briggs, and put it on the toe. Probably the wrong option, but steal up in defence here. Central look to be on the back foot.
So Lucas Miller in the commentary box today for round 2 of the Business Plaza Cup. 5 years Bar TV Sports have been live streaming Newcastle Rugby League. Been live streaming for about 7 years before Bar TV picked up the rights in 2015 exclusively. There goes the kick in towards the sideline.
Strategy there from Murray. He's getting his troops a bit of a break, and they walk to the scrum here with loose head and feet to Macquarie. Definitely got the advantage at the moment, you would say. Still behind on the scoreboard.
Just looking down to Craig Miller. It's pretty quiet so far. Game in the balance. He's got his support staff with him.
He's got Greg Bannister, his ear bash. Has been for a long time.
So how does it work for Craig, mate? Does he give the instructions to his support staff
Greg
and they relay it?
He's right-hand man, and he's been yelling at him for a good 15 years, and he'll probably say 25 words, and Greg will decipher that down to 2. And send that message over to the bench to the to his assistant, Dean Botham, over there, and he runs the messages on. There's so much experience out there. There's not a lot that they really need to say. You just get to the Terrences and Brads and Jermaine Ailes, and they say the exact same thing to coaches in their own right.
So Kalen Richardson, he's got the eyesight there from Andrew Subner in front of him. And downstairs is Scotty Briggs. Williams, this time, what can he do? We've seen him bust the line on several occasions. We know what he's capable of. They're winding up now, the Butcher boys. This is the halfway line as Murray puts boot to ball. It's Ether right out there on the eastern touch line.
Good kick. That was a similar kick to what Macquarie had done, those two up here on this side. So now they need to really jam up in defence and try and force an error. Macquarie, you can see their body language is just starting to shift as well. So and there it is. That helps them. Piggyback penalty. Yeah, good touch finder.
Yeah, it was exceptional. John Taylor officiating on that sideline. So they take the tap and continue to come forward. The 14 on his back is Tyler Campbell. The Scorps here will be asking the question whether they take the tap. Yeah, they do that. Now to David Dryden.
That's a 2 there, but geez, I don't know about that one. Horizontal.
Let's see if we can have a listen to the referee. He's calling over Brad Murray.
Talking what's for tea, probably.
Especially with the later kickoff these days, he's probably going through the
over at the Central East Club. Loves his chicken, Bradley. It's a gift 2 points to square it up here for Scotty Briggs.
Mate, I hear the ribs over there go all right too.
Yeah.
No Mitchell Pearce and a few
Poultry
of the.
man though, Bradley.
Oh, he's a poultry man.
Yeah.
That could be his middle name. Bradley Poultry Murray. Ah. You think that could stick?
Yeah, I might have to run with that.
Let us know at home if you like that name. Bradley probably likes it. He goes with anything. He's pretty cruisy, isn't he?
Yeah, the Messiah he prefers, but...
Of course, there's the kick going straight over.
12 all.
Of course, Bradley Murray knows what it's about to be selected for the Senior Rebels. And don't forget, after this match, the Senior Rebels and the Emerging Rebels, the representative sides will be selected for future matches ahead in the New South Wales Rugby League. And speaking of the New South Wales Rugby League, we've got a big day at Leichhardt next Saturday. Got Junior Grand Final Day. Harold Matts and Tasha Gale Cup and the SG Ball. So Tyler Campbell now brings it back. Richardson under pressure, puts his body on the line and diffuses any sort of pressure that was going to be thrown at him. Mr. Hurrell to the 40. Briggs. Dangerous. It's come off the thigh. Picked up by Anderson.
Oh, hey!
And this will bring a penalty with a swinging
across.
arm coming across.
Bit of a dog shot there, and the punch. Got the
Bit
one
of
punch rule.
tension coming into this match.
Bit of frustration there from Briggs, but probably not called for to little sneaky punch.
Well, the match of the round's not accustomed to tension. Last week, of course, up at Maitland, we had a bit of tension with, and this match, a little bit of niggle as well. This is what the Newcastle Rugby League is renowned for, its brutalness and its toughness. This is the Tui's Cup. For the second year, our major sponsor outside of Tui's is Business Plaza Cup. So Central here. Coming forward, Ale down to the 30. Richardson's on the right, but they go away there to Davis. Now to Richardson. Was he held in the tackle? He was. Penalty to the Macquarie Scorpions. That's deserving of a replay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Sometimes they call them back to replay it. Sometimes they give penalties. It's a hard one to judge. It's a penalty for Macquarie, 12 all.
So, understand that John Taylor and Shane Hayne making the appointments in this part of the world in 2018 under the new agreement with the New South Wales Rugby League. Shane watching on from the grandstand. Ether finding Cantor. Nice tackle there from Williams. Well, the whistle certainly working.
It's a tough one. It was quick. It's a quick play the ball anyway. And we'll push on.
As Hurrell finds Abraham now. Abraham turns it back to Briggs. Kyle Ether. He's within 2 metres. Butcher boys under the pump. Subner kicks. Chasing the football is Matt Hay. But the ball's gone over the dead ball line.
Yeah, and this is a 7-tackle set, so that's momentum. If Central can take advantage of it. It's a big rule change. It really hurts a lot. You'll notice a lot down the roll tides run the ball on the 5th tackle now just so they don't risk of the 7 tackles.
So Lucas Miller enjoying this one from the commentary box. Locked up at 12 all. Central and Macquarie as Terrence turns it back to Davies. Out it comes this time now towards the commentary side. And Cantor's over the top there on Madden. Terrence switches it. Murphy to the 30. Murray, the Messiah. Williams. Last tackle now. Murray again coming short. But the ball has spilt out and it's Macquarie's down there in the deep corner.
We'll play the ball there, so see the field position from a 7-tackle set. Play the ball inside their own 10. Good run there.
Two of the powerhouse teams in 2018. Proving very strong to tackle. But the Butcher boys were there in numbers. Madden. Now to Cantor. They go away from him, the Subner. Now to Grew. And Adams to the halfway line.
Forward.
Allen, man of the match last week. always a handful. Briggs goes himself. So Sumner's on the left-hand side of him as he'll play the ball. They go to him now. As Cantor gives it back to Sumner. Sumner's on the last. He needs to put in the kick. Briggs throws it forward. But the pressure there of Central was able to sort of rattle the Scorps.
Miscommunication maybe, but I think that was an important kick. He kicked so well down this side earlier in the half. Central get the ball back, and both sides look a little bit tired, so the coaches might be looking to the bench for a bit of a spark.
This is Williams. Just short of the halfway line. So they're coming across field looking for the support. There it is. Richardson finding Simon Williams. Cantor combining there. Slow release. Richardson. Baker to the 30. Last tackle now for the Butcher Boys. Murray kicks back down the middle corridor. But Matt Hay loses it. 6 to go.
Draw a one-on-one strip there from Terrence. So it's still Macquarie's ball.
Your dad's up off the bench. He's watching on with the hand on the rail, looking at his boys with a defensive workout here on Hurrell.
Good run, Hurrell. He's strong when he's direct.
Yeah, look for his experience at this time of the match, that's for sure. Well, they kick, they do kick.
This time.
Scott Briggs drills it away from Jared Knott. And it goes into touch over there on the John Taylor side of the ground.
Yeah, a little casual there from Knott. Thought he touched the ball, but obviously he hasn't.
So what have we got left, Lucas? About 13 minutes. Everyone's happy with 13 minutes? Yep.
13 more penalties in that time will see us out. It's a bit of a stalemate. Both sides, as we said, look a bit lethargic, so we're looking for the X factor. Cantor and the Briggses from Macquarie, and looking for something from Murray and Williams.
You could probably throw Terrence into that mix as
Terrence,
well.
sure.
They're the lethal three. Then you've got the unknown at the back as well.
Anderson, another good run by the skinny kid.
Porter. No, not Porter. Gordon. Where did
watching at home.
Where did I get Porter from? Curry, that's where I got him from.
It's Madden.
To the halfway line. Last tackle. The lights are coming on. Probably need them. There goes the kick. It's high. It's swirling. Oh! Super catch out there from Matt Simon.
That's hard to take. That was floating.
I think we need a replay of that.
Calm under pressure, and that's a big take.
Oh, have a look at that.
That's a momentum swing.
What a beautiful catch. Check that out. Sensational. Replay action thanks to Business Plaza Cup. So Macquarie through Simon Allen. He's been up there in the top three from Macquarie. He got the man of the match last week. Well, there goes an old wonk. Yeah.
He's put himself a spiral bomb up.
Anderson, was he in goal? He's back into the field of play.
He's done well there, but great kick.
Only 10 minutes to go.
Baker.
Strong run, determined run. Brings a clap or two from the crowd. Okay, so we're looking for the likes of Murray, Terence Siu.
Yeah, good kick here, Central from Murray.
Let's see who they opt to go to. Terence, inside 40, straight down the middle. The ball sits up. Offloaded to Matt Hay. So he's been everywhere, hasn't he, the winger?
Game. Both the back three from Macquarie have been really, really good. First few runs, every set they've gone forward and got their side in the front foot.
So Adam Grew again. It's the halfway line. Brad Russell gets up and keeps on going down to the 30. 9 minutes remaining. Andrew Subner giving it away. Short pass from Cantor. Cantor's got support. Back to Hurrell. He's 4 metres out. It's the last tackle now. Briggs for a field goal. And puts it straight over the black dot. 1 pointer in the end. 13-12 in favour of the Scorpions.
Someone was thinking out there, and it was Scott Briggs. He's took advantage of the Central side, just looking a little bit lacklustre in their defence, and very sneaky. Took 1 point to put Macquarie in front with 9 minutes to go. They look to have the spring in their step, where Central are a bit lacklustre. So.
Thoughts there from Lucas Miller. So back to halfway, and we're back underway, and Murray bangs it deep. Skids off the ground. This game has brought many penalties, and there's another one.
And back chat.
Marched another 10. Looks like we've got Tom Taylor out there refereeing.
Yeah, he's
the
in
goal man
Pink
today. As Brad Russell takes it to the 40-metre line again now to Simon Allen. She'd like a few dollars for every time he's made meterage today. Hurrell, always dominant. Grew, always the hardest to put down in the pack of the Scorps. They couldn't put him down on that occasion, as Briggs now kicking. Richardson, he decides we have to take this over the dead ball line.
Yeah, good kick there from Briggs, good footy, building pressure with 7 to go. Calm head, cleaned up at the back there from Richardson, but you'll notice on the vision there's a lot of tired bodies there for Central.
So let's see how far he can kick this, Bradley. 48 on the fly. And Adam Grew.
Forward.
That's Simon Allen. Up by 1, the Scorpions, as Hurrell finding Grew again in 8. Briggs away to Cantor. What can he do? He's down to the 10. As Subner now. Will they work the right? They do that time. Back again to Scott Briggs. Now to Simon Allen again. Last tackle now for the Scorpions. They come to Hurrell. Now to Briggs. Last tackle. There's the floater. Picked up by Central. And they've come up with it 20 out.
Dropped some diamonds there from Briggs. The last set he done exactly what his coach would have liked, but that play there was not. Give Central the footy and a chance to possibly get down the other end of the field and slot a goal to even it up again.
So hasn't this game...
Body language, I don't think that's going to happen.
But hasn't this game today produced some heavy hitting?
Yeah, that's physical, very physical.
5 minutes remaining on the clock. See you. Plenty of National Rugby League games under his belt. They're up quickly. Nice work there from Smith. Last tackle. Murray again finds Terrence. Hoofs it high. Hay eats them up for breakfast. To the 40-metre line he comes. 4 minutes remaining on Sunday Rugby League. 13-12. Scorpions hanging on. Scorpions got up last week over Lakes by 28-12. Will it be another 2 competition points going back to Toronto at the end of this one?
Got a lot of footballers in their team. That's the way they've played today. Everyone's known their role and pushing up on the footy, and their halves have their options everywhere. And you look like you go for the 2 just here.
We're just waiting to see what Adams signalling from the hill. He says, wind it down, take it time. And that's exactly what they do. They're going to go for 2. To push them out to 15. If they knock this over, a 3-point gap with 4 to go.
They've always looked likely in the second half. More up-tempo than Central. Briggs and Sumner are really with options left and right. Harrell and Abraham in the middle, and especially Simon. He's been great in the back 3. Got them back in the game, and looks like this goal, the nail in the coffin for Central.
So Central, of course, they've tackled Western Suburbs last week. Next week they play Maitland back here on Saturday.
I'm not sure how it's gone today, but saw some highlights of their footy. They've got a great squad. I think they're the ones to beat, along with Macquarie this year. Although the Freaks got Curry going, they're 2 from 2. So.
And Briggs has got his legs going and nails that between the black dot. So 3-point ball game, 15-12. If we had footy tab, I don't think anyone would have picked this margin.
No, but had a lot of penalties in the game, and so not a lot of chances with the footy because we've just been kicking it out. So
we don't have any official penalty count, but
it was 12-5 at half time, I think.
It'd have to be at least 20 all up in this match.
28.
That's Nathan Cantor.
2 minutes to go. Just look at the wind, the clock down here. Macquarie kick to the corner again.
This is their prop. One of the best out there. Briggs. Ingrew. So Simon Allen's up there as well. Solid. Picked up the man of the match last week, and there goes the kick, ingling it towards touch, and they find it over there, 30 metres out, and that's all to no avail, I guess, because the clock is really against Central. So this is the equation: 1 minute to go, and they've got to go 80 metres. We've seen them do it before. It's not all over yet.
Not a lot of energy in the legs there. It doesn't look though. They've been outrun in this second half. And minute to go. I need some magic, I think.
So Williams, what can he produce? Straight into Hurrell. Front on. Terrence. Will they look to him? 50 seconds to go as Murray comes short to Davis. They've lost the football, the Butcher boys. And Macquarie are 40 seconds away from opening 2018 with 2 from 2.
It's looked like they wanted it more in the second half there, Macquarie. Coming here, Central have made some big signings and not gelling at the moment. But all credit to Macquarie, they played some good footy. Their back three, as we said before, Simon.
Mate, do you think the Central Newcastle Butcher boys are going through what we've observed at the Newcastle Knights? I mean, a lot of new talent into the side. It does take time to gel.
Possibly, but experience is the new talent as well. So, been silly mistakes and errors. And that's a little bit of niggle at the end. But all credit to Macquarie, the defending premiers, and they played well today. And 2 from 2.
So it's not all over yet. Penalty goes to Macquarie as Scott Briggs just bangs this one into touch. And that's all she wrote for round 2 of the Business Plaza Cup. It's full time. The Macquarie Scorpions, 2 from 2 in 2018. The final score, 15 points to 12 over the Butcher boys. So the Butcher boys, they'll now be back here next Saturday to take on the Maitland Pumpkin Pickers. And it will be the Macquarie Scorpions playing the South Newcastle Lions next Saturday out at Macquarie. So there you go, Lucas. Well, thanks for dropping into the box.
Thank
we'll
you.
let you get back to the club and get those ribs into you.
I'm running away from the club after that. I'll go hide in the corner away from the coach. I'm sure they'll get a fair spray in there now. And full credit to Macquarie, they played really well. It's an interesting comp this year. All teams look like they can win it, so it's a good time for Newcastle Rugby League.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Lucas, very much for your time today, mate. We'll let you go, and we'll see you throughout the year on Bar TV Sports. Alrighty there, that was Lucas Miller in the commentary box today here on Bar TV Sports. In the end, as I mentioned, the Macquarie Scorpions were able to come away with victory by 3 points, 15 points to 12. A score that probably not too many would have predicted, especially with that late field goal to Briggs. So we'll be back next weekend for round 3 of the Newcastle Rugby League. Until then, have a good week, and we'll see you next time.